Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Lots to talk about today. Absolutely juicy episode. We're going to discuss Bitcoin's run this morning after the CPI print, what to expect from today's FOMC meeting, and we'll also talk about the massive Pudgy Penguin sweep last night and, quote, whether Pudgy summer is going to be a thing. I heard from Chet Hanks it was white boy summer. And so I guess it'll be white bird summer if the Pudgies are going this summer, you know? We'll also, lastly, wrap with a fun crypto choose your fighter segment on meme coins. First off, we got a little conflict in the, basically in the internet influencer versus crypto influencer arena, which is Ansem versus Andrew Tate, of all people. Ansem, of course, of crypto influence fame. And Andrew Tate, the most searched man on the internet, very notorious individual. This isn't a serious question, though. Who would win in a box?
No, I think it's Andrew Tate with one hand versus Ansem.
Andrew Tate with one hand wins.
Yeah. Really?
Easy?
Andrew Tate with one hand. Like, no hesitation.
Andrew Tate with no hands. I'm not kidding. No, just feet.
No. Dude, he's a kickboxing world champion.
No, we're talking boxing match, guys. Boxing.
Well, I suppose in theory you need to have at least one hand for a boxing only match. But if it was kickboxing, Andrew Tate with no hands and Ansem with a baseball bat, it's still Andrew Tate. What's so funny?
There's no, dude. No, I think Ansem would train, He's got some reach. I think he oversold him on his fight. But look, I think
he didn't train for
brother.
He didn't train for a boxing match in an arena in Dubai. That wasn't enough to get him out of bed to train.
No, he was out of bed every night until 6 a.m. There's a difference. Like, there was no training. There was training the liver.
So going into that boxing match, everyone was like, how could Ansem not win and stuff? Like, people in our Discord were like buying the Ansem coin because they were betting on him. I was like, I don't think you guys understand how combat works. Like, the film that I've seen on Ansem, everything pointed towards him losing, and then it was even worse than I thought it was going to be. Going into the fight, I said, I just don't understand how Ansem could win. And then it was like 10x worse than, dude, he got stopped in like the second round. The guy was just banging him in the face. Like, it was bad.
No, I'm taking Ansem. I'm holding it with my dog. Let's go.
I'll put $100,000 on it if they ever fight.
I would I'll put all my Bitcoin on Tate.
Any amount of money. Like, you can pick. I'll give you 10-1 odds.
Kicks, any thoughts on this one? What happened to the Shades, Kicks?
They're too reflective. You'll see my disgusting desk and make fun of me. I think Ansem would get absolutely rocked even with training. Even if he 12 hours a day, 3 months, no chance. You can't fix muscles that quickly.
Well, yeah, you can't just suddenly beat someone that trained their literal whole life. It's just not how it works. I can't just start training tennis and beat Clemente, man. I'm gonna get rinsed.
Exactly.
Well, if I'm playing with my left hand, right? Maybe jumping on one foot only. Interesting.
What do you think, Cobra Tate food poisoned versus Ansem full health?
Now we're talking.
Tate.
That's starting to get interesting.
Tate. Like, I
would take paraplegic Tate over Ansem.
That's interesting. One thing I'm rattling around in my head is whether if Ansem has a firearm, if there's an actual firearm in his possession. I still don't know. You need training to operate a firearm.
I would take Ansem with a gun over Tate, yes.
What if he accidentally shoots himself?
Well, we gotta think here. Are we talking single shot revolver or are we talking like 9mm handgun?
Musket. You gotta it's a 30-second reload.
Musket, I'm taking Tate. Semi-automatic handgun. I'm taking
Semi-automatic handgun is pretty interesting for sure. Revolver. I mean, dude, I wouldn't know what to do with a revolver. That's like a serious firearm. Like I think he'd shoot himself by accident with it.
A 6-shooter.
Yeah.
A bayonet would be interesting. That one I might actually take Tate. Andrew Tate.
Very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of bayonet charges more recent than most people think.
Usain Bolt ruptured his Achilles?
I don't know what Alfalfa's saying.
Oh
here.
my God. During a charity soccer match in London, Usain Bolt ruptured his Achilles. Bro, it's
But he hasn't been
shout out.
racing anyway.
Yeah. Shout out to Usain Bolt, new member of the unfortunate ruptured Achilles community, a member that I'm a community I'm a member of. Sorry to hear
Someone
that.
even say the leader of.
I don't know about that. Clay Thompson and Kevin Durant are way ahead of me on that, and Aaron Rodgers. So, and now Usain Bolt. That sucks. That
COVID,
absolutely
man.
sucks.
You get COVID, next thing you know, your Achilles starts rupturing way easier. Fucking man-made viruses are crazy.
Is there a direct correlation to that?
There could be.
I don't know. P.O. got COVID, Achilles rupture. Usain Bolt got COVID, Achilles rupture. Aaron Rodgers got COVID, Achilles rupture.
No, Aaron Rodgers never got COVID. He was on record screaming about how he's an anti-vax.
No, I mean, but he got exposed to it, but none of them got the vaccines, but they got the actual virus. So the actual virus was engineered a little bit more for Achilles rupture tears than the vaccine.
Dude, just slap some super glue on it and some duct tape and you're good to go. Like, you don't need anything else.
Well, that was a stimulating discussion about Andrew Tate versus Ansem, going and then transitioning.
Got me fired up, man.
Look, today, ladies and gentlemen, we got a little Bodago's skate deck drop, single item. That's at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Edition size of 50. So I guess technically it's less because here you go. I got one in my hands right now. And this one's not for sale. This is the archival one. This is the last Pupper skate deck. All right. Manufactured by a top 3 United States based legendary skate deck company, as all of our skate decks are. All the sizing and dimensions, are available on shop.bodagos.com. Supply 50, shop.bodagos.com. Holders get a 25% discount. That's going live in about 48 minutes. Big shout out to Clemente for, getting this cooking on the site and with our little plan. Oh, look at Clemente's got 2. Wow. Look at him. He's got the Bo Jaws and the 420 deck. Look at this guy. Wow. Look
You
at
should
that
maybe
body
put
movement.
those up on the wall, considering how bland it is back there.
It's definitely a pretty bare wall right there. But Clemente, I feel like, is not going to be in this apartment that long, so he probably shouldn't nest too much.
No, it's literally pouring down rain. It's been pouring down rain the last 2 days.
No, he's saying you're going to move.
Oh. Yeah, because, I don't know. Depending on how much this Miami flood continues, I'm starting to get worried about this place. I paid $5 blast gold for an Uber yesterday. It was a 3-minute Uber to my physical therapy. There were cars stopped. There was literal people pushing cars because they were floating. It was kind of crazy.
I don't believe that.
Well, you got to get an e-bike, but apparently they just get stolen in Miami left and right. I know you enjoyed riding them in New York. Look, let's get into this. Today's show is brought to you in partnership with Nifty Island, I should say. I know Easy and Clemente were shredding a Nifty Island stream last night that looked super dope, super fun. Easy, what should people be paying attention to when it comes to Nifty Island?
Yeah, I mean, we're still anticipating the island token. The other day that I felt it was one of the more undercrowded opportunities right now, just because there are on wave 2, and it has led to just some people looking for other opportunities. But right now, it's like last night, I think we had 70 people playing in this quest. Like, it was popping. There's multiple different servers that were completely full just to play on. And those quests are probably the fastest way for you to earn their blooms, which are their point system. So if you go in, play these quests, which run about every week, every other week, you can see it right on their website what quests are active. Just go in and play them. Like, plain and simple. It's the easiest way to do it. Gives you an opportunity to earn more blooms quicker over the given couple hour period. Dive in, play the game, and just get these opportunities to start farming it. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the rewards that you actually get. So that's where my head is. I'm like, this is when, what, who, where you should be doing this. There's all these different quests that have other prizes as well. So you have opportunities for things like gun skins, the Palm NFTs, which hold a floor from anywhere from 0.1 all the way up to 100 ETH, depending on the rarity of them. And then there's also the MBs, which are the Play Ember ones. So every time they partner, many times there's additional prizes in there that you can earn. It's a no-brainer. Game's fun, works on Mac and PC, so not too many computer restraints for it. So essentially anybody can play it. And on top of that, there's a token coming. So I don't know why you're just kind of overlooking that. So many people are. It's It's a ton of fun. Me and Clemente played for a while yesterday. We actually lost 30-5-2 to some former Counter-Strike player.
Oh shit!
Well, the one downside is the quest bait the best players that come on because they want to get the token, right? So we were literally playing. It was 2v1 versus an ex Counter-Strike player, and we were just getting dominated by the guy. We were teaming up against him, and he was still destroying us. But still a lot of fun. You can go check out any upcoming quests at niftyisland.com/quest. There's one coming up, a Blitz raffle tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. So go check them out, niftyisland.com/quest.
That's what I like to hear. Also like to hear about you guys getting your asses whipped. One commenter said Nick looks like a Nifty Island NPC, presumably because of that shirt. Nick, how you doing this morning, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Did we announce that the board is on sale?
We did. Well, it's not on sale yet. It's on sale in 44 minutes.
44 minutes.
Well, you didn't set it up right because people are buying it.
Oh. You forget to account for daylight savings, maybe?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yeah, it's the classic EDT EST mix up, which is stupid. Why is that even a thing?
Yeah, anyway, moving on to the weather report. Kicks is locked in.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, Kicks. Let's do this weather report.
Today's Wednesday, June 12th. ETH market volume coming in $9.5 million. Solana 2, Ordinals 1.5. We can go over at NFT market leaders on Ethereum. Persona down 21% to 0.22 ETH. And Digi Daigaku is down 12% to 1.80. On Blast, Blaster Keys up 30% to 0.29 ETH. And get out of here, Nick. And GM Photography by Stats is up 5% to 0.6 ETH. Finally, on Ordinals, Runestone is up 10% to 0.013 Bitcoins.
Hey, before you move on, Kicks, how many of those do you know?
None of them. Crypto roundup, the majors rally this morning on the back of a bullish CPI print with Bitcoin up 3.5% to 69,300, Ethereum up to 36,300, and Solana up to 158. The biggest winners of the day were actually Runes. Dog up 22%, Bank of Nakamoto Dollar up 30%, and crowd favorite $1 billion cat up 62% to a $32 million market cap. Major meme coins are faring well after the CPI news, with Pepe up 11% and Bonk up 9%. Over the past 24 hours, after closing their LPB early due to an exploit, YOLO Games opened a house liquidity pool where users can deposit ETH and earn fees from the profits on all single-player games. The pool hit its initial max cap of 1450 ETH, which will be increased in the near future. Donald Trump showed support for Bitcoin mining by stating in a Truth Social post that we want all the remaining Bitcoin made in the USA, and that Bitcoin mining may be our last line of defense against a central digital bank currency. Last but not least, a fresh wallet deposited 200 ETH and swept 3 Pudgies, 52 little Pudgies. Bigs are now up 5% to 10.7. The littles are up 10% to 0.95. That's it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Fantastic weather report. Truth Social, the #1 social media platform in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing him tweet about Bitcoin mining is wild. Nick, you were correct. And 6 orders snuck across the line because of a small technical 8.
I see 3. No, you're right. 6.
All right. So 6 orders snuck across the line. Sneaky bastards who snuck those orders across the line. Honestly, hat tip to you for sneaking those across the line. We cleaned that up, and in 41 minutes is the proper drop. We will. I'm going to honor those orders, the 6 orders, because you guys are sneaky, and you got
the URL without it being public.
Yeah. Well, anyway. All right. We'll
damn,
revisit.
Look at that board, dude.
Thank you, Kicks. Thank you,
last pupper instead of the supper.
I can't take credit for that. There's a lady named Vo. Many of you may know her, and she immediately, as soon as we posted the Last Supper, pointed out the significant missed opportunity that it should have been the last pupper. And I was like, "Damn, she's absolutely right. I didn't even think of that." And so the people spoke. And we went ahead and cleaned that up. It's the last pupper skate deck now. Anyway, some stories from the Daily Bone newsletter, which is Yes.
Real quick, you said nice shirt. Dude, I've worn this once and I washed it. Look
Oh,
where
no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
Get
the
up.
material, man. That's
No, we
material.
won't.
You can never wash those things. You spill ketchup on it, whatever, bro.
Dude,
Clorox clean that shit out.
$150 or $125. We got to go back to the store so we could get something for get a fucking a new shirt. Dude, what the hell?
Just
You did a cold wash?
never put your hands above your head like this. Never do that when you're wearing
What?
a shirt like that.
But Nick, you got a size small in that shirt?
Yeah.
You got to go medium.
I think you got to go medium, buddy.
Yep.
Short
It's
sleeve
not a-
button down, slightly larger, so you get the little tail. The other thing is, did you go hot water when you washed it?
No.
Are you
You
sure?
went cold water, air dry?
Always cold water, air dry. I cold water, air dry pretty much everything.
Yeah, you hang your shit. You hang your shit.
Hang my shit.
And it
Well, you
still
do.
shrunk like that? Is that made of eucalyptus?
Yeah,
I
is
have
this
no
eucalyptus?
idea.
Can you stand up again so we can look at this
Yeah,
shrink?
can we get an oot today?
What are we talking
I think
about?
you
they make.
talked it
I
out
think
today.
they make some things where you.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Oh,
So,
wow.
so wait a minute. So this
Oh,
thing
no.
shrunk. You didn't even put it in the dryer and it shrunk like that?
wow.
If you put it in the dryer, it would have been a Christina Aguilera like belly shirt on you after
Hey,
this
girls,
one.
yeah, looking to hang out.
Look at that thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick gave us a little Shakira hipstone line maneuver right there. I like seeing that
It's a good thing you
fluidity.
spent $700 on a belt buckle because you can really show that thing off now.
That
Oh, I
crop top.
forgot about that belt. Yeah, I should fucking grab that.
Nick, I think they got these clamp things that you can clamp around it and then like attach to your jeans and stretch it down, re-stretch it slowly over time. I'm pretty sure. Let me do some Googling.
Hey, thanks for that. Do some Googling. I
Nick.
I thought I'd wear it just for so I could hop on the show, but I didn't realize it's like bad, dude. Like it's
No,
not
it's not good.
it's not wearable.
So real
No.
quick, Nick, do you really think the small is like getting a small is a big thing to do? I feel like, right?
Getting a shirt that fits you is not a big thing to do. Like when you put on the shirt and it fits, then you're good.
I feel like if you went to a tailor and had them do the measurements, they'd put you at a medium. And I don't think that's a crime. I'm a large. Easy commonly, I think, wears XLs. Clemente probably
Badass.
wears mediums. I just feel like a medium might be what a tailor would slap on you.
Okay, well, I appreciate that you have a lot of thoughts about what sizes I should be purchasing. I'm telling you what looked good when I walked in the store.
Yeah, and we can't go back, but what we can do is go forward. So to stretch a cotton t-shirt, soak the t-shirt in a tub of warm water mixed with hair conditioner for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse the shirt and
So-
stretch it back out.
You want to know another thing, a little home remedy that has worked within 24 hours? I've been dealing with skin problems for 3 months.
Eczema,
It's not eczema.
psoriasis.
Well, whatever it is, I created a tea tree oil solution, 85% cleared within 24 hours.
Tea tree is magical.
80%, Nick.
Yeah, it's actually kind of ridiculous how effective that it's been. More effective than steroids or anything else, basically. No, it's not lard. Despite, I Googled around. None of them were like,
And Nick, how crazy is that result, right? And if you think that if the Rockefellers didn't pretty much buy out the medical industry in the early 1900s, where would medicine be at today instead of just the, take a pill ridden society that we live in, right?
Very valid point.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
all the
get
good
it.
guys died on the Titanic. If that didn't go down,
Wait,
whole world different.
That's interesting.
can we dissect this a little bit?
The Titanic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What occurred
after
on the
that,
Titanic?
All four of the richest people in America that opposed the Federal Reserve, they were on the Titanic when it crashed.
Oh, so they got whacked.
They got whacked,
Interesting.
dog.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
is that true?
Yeah.
No, it says John D. Rockefeller was not on the Titanic.
No, he was a bad guy. So that's obviously.
Oh,
He was the one ordering the hit. We should Rico his ass.
I don't think he's around anymore. And speaking of Ricos, like Young Thug may be found not guilty. So I don't know how strong these Ricos are anymore.
That'd be
Alfalfa
crazy.
says, don't get too bold. Tea tree oil will make the sensitive areas sting. It's all over my nuts, dude. Not stinging at all. It's actually not, but I thought that would
It's
be
probably
like-
because all the microplastics in there
I
just
think
numbing
so.
it
Oh
out.
yeah, no pain, no gain. Basically plastic nuts.
I was reading online that it should be stinging, and I'm like, should I be increasing the volume of tea tree? Is that what gets the last 15%?
The other thing though is this rash may have essentially nuked your nervous system already, since you're a chronic itcher. So you may have already just shredded through the nerves. So the burning sensation won't occur until the nerves rekindle, as they say.
Well, last night I actually did wake up. I forgot to apply the solution. Woke up a little bit itchy there on my knees at around like 1:30 in the morning. So then
Inside of the knees, the flap.
No, on the outside.
Outside.
Dude, speaking of sleep, dude,
Definitely psoriasis.
I used mouth tape for the first time.
Thanks,
Did it work?
Dude, game changer.
Really?
Absolute game changer.
Wait,
All right,
you
fuck it, I'm ordering it. I'm ordering
order
it.
hostage mouth tape. I used it for the first time last night. My deep sleep went up like 35%.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
And I'm a chronic mouth breather. So like I was like, I don't know.
My nose gets stuffed though, so like
So you think
you could
that
die. You could literally die.
So you can breathe through this mouth tape. You can actually breathe through it. It is like permeable slightly, but the thing is it keeps your mouth closer shut, so you rely more on your nose. And it was recommended
what
to
are
me.
you doing? Stop.
Yeah, get free tape. It was recommended to me. I used it, dude. Absolute game changer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clemente immediately went to the hostage tape site. Not a partner, but if they did want to have a partnership with us, we would absolutely entertain it. And immediately there's a pop-up for an email, as most retail websites have. Clemente, no hesitation, puts Nick's email in, is about to click submit.
So
this is
the
something that's
mustache is a
incredible.
concern. I will say
Oh.
it does get a little sticky after a while. So when I pulled it off, it got a couple hairs. But the tape is not as like, it's not, dude, you're not putting fucking duct tape over your mouth. Like you're not, but it's a game changer. I'm excited for night 2 just to see. And now that I have the Whoop track in 2, I can actually see, is there a tangible and noticeable difference on my data?
Some kinky shit, dude.
I'm loving the optimization.
I'm health
across the
maxing
board.
over here. Health maxing.
We got mouth tape. We got Nick with the tea tree oil. Absolutely love it. I mean, with me, I don't even want to get into it, man. We're looking into getting homocysteine levels checked. We're going hard right now. We're going absolutely
You
hard.
get your homosexual level checked. Basically, dude. That seems way too high.
I knew as soon as I saw Nick look
You walked into that one.
I knew that was coming.
Yo, by the way, you got to make orange crushes with your orange crusher, by the way. They're like the drink.
Like with
of
booze?
summer. Yeah. Orange
Okay.
liqueur, some vodka, freshly squeezed orange juice, a little like lemon lime soda. It's like a Sprite or a 7-Up. Phenomenal.
I've been going 3 oranges, 1 lemon in that bad boy, and holy shit. I mean, like, I'm feeling good. When Nick comes over next time, I'm just going to make him a glass. It's going to change his life. Clemente
Yeah,
really
this guy's
liked it.
applying tea tree oil to his nuts. You don't have to do all that stuff because you take care of it on like the food side going in, where he's eating like a donut and then wondering why he's got to put tea tree, you know.
Yeah, he's hammering donuts. He's literally just, injecting. No, I'm just kidding. Nick has a pretty good
Insulin.
diet.
He just takes insulin shots just to get revved up, right?
Clemente, you read it out. You don't want to do the newsletter updates. You're saying no.
No, yeah, it was too much filler stuff. Let's get right into the.
Let's get in it.
All right. Well, look, here we go. We got a little CPI print coming in below estimates this morning. The market reacting favorably, coincidentally, 12 hours after it was officially over and Bitcoin was going to zero. So it's very interesting to see the quick turnaround there. Bitcoin recovered off its 66K lows yesterday. It's back up over 69K, where it's literally been living for several months. Sideways summer is what the experts are coining this. Sideways summer, ladies and gentlemen. You can actually overlay the chart from 2020 over the 2024 chart, and it's borderline identical. What a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost like the cycles happen very similarly every 4 years. I don't have access to that right now, but Clancy might be able to pull it up.
The way that you communicated that was like just dunking on people.
I'm not dunking on anybody. What are you talking about?
Oh, everybody. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It happened the exact same way again.
Look at just doubled it.
Seen that coming. Who could have seen it coming? I did. Y'all were saying that Bitcoin wasn't going to go up. Nobody on this show ever said that. Y'all were saying Bitcoin. Actually, maybe there was like one moment for 30 seconds. There was some doubt.
Well, we got on-chain metrics. On-chain metrics probably knows what's talking about if he's checking out on-chain metrics. He said, I love when PO dunks on people like that. Would you look at that?
Pio's like, I don't even understand. I'm not even dunking on anybody.
Benny Flacco saying, talk that talk, baby. Let's go. PO, we got Kangaroo Express defending me while small shirt Nick, size too small, is over here showing his belly button to people. I mean, come on, buddy. Come on.
So are we going to when we go shoot this video, am I going to go buy a new shirt?
I'm going to grab a shirt maybe while Easy is going deep on a little bit of analysis. I'll grab a shirt real quick and I'll show you an option that I think it is a medium. I think that you'll view that as too big, but if we throw it on you, it'll be the perfect size, especially since that brand, Gitman Vintage, ladies and gentlemen, very nice brand, but too expensive for my taste. But I have one shirt by them. It runs a little small. Anyway, look, Bitcoin recovered off its 66K low yesterday. It's back up over 69K. Mando and Ansem have been saying for the last week or so that we were due for a pullback before the, quote, banana zone, as coined by Raoul Paul, former guest of this show. Ansem thinks we go to 60K. I'd love to know what random ass info that's based on. Nick, what do you think? I'm going to grab the shirt, by the way.
Just saying, my chart was spot on. My chart was spot on.
What was your chart?
You want to pull it up, Clemente?
I got it.
Absolutely spot on. I'm a SOL guy, though. I like to chart SOL, not too much the Bitcoin. So charted SOL, I said 145 to that 151 area. And it bounced perfectly off of that box. Absolutely perfect off of that box. Beautiful.
Look at that box.
Yeah. I don't like the lines. I've been shifting my line focus more to consolidation areas. Less lines, more zones. I like the zones a lot. And now we're targeting that green box on the upside as long as we hold over the yellow box. Pretty straightforward. Pretty simple. That's a nice shirt.
Thank you. Nick, what do you think, buddy?
It's okay, but you can't even really see it properly on the slate.
What do you think, guys?
You should go get your homosexual levels checked.
Upside down pineapples are a swinger symbol, so just be careful with the kind of interactions that you're having wearing that, because I think those pineapples are upside down. Just a heads up.
Interesting. He's not wrong.
Interesting.
He's not wrong.
There are literally upside down pineapples on there, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I'd be just a little careful. If a couple just they love you, they want to talk to you,
Yeah, that's pineapple action. You can't walk around Whole Foods wearing that shirt.
Absolutely not.
Have you heard about the upside down pineapple in the shopping cart?
I mean, someone ran up to me and started slapping my butt at Whole Foods the other day, so maybe that explains it.
Are you familiar with this?
I'm not.
So basically, if you put a pineapple upside down at the top of your shopping cart and you walk around, it means that you're into swinging.
It's very big in the gated communities and elderly homes.
I mean, elderly homes they're
just plowing each other.
They make baseball games look like nothing the way they swing. I'll tell you that much.
The STD situation inside of old people homes is devastating, but they just don't care.
Yeah, dude, they only got 6 years left. What's there to care about? Live a little.
Ladies and gentlemen, so Fred Krueger tweeted yesterday that there's a word we have for people who sell their Bitcoin. Clemente is also stating that I stated that retail will not care about Bitcoin until it hits 100K. I do believe that. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, got a quick call right there. I do believe that. Look, at the end of the day, this cycle essentially is still just starting because we are at the previous all-time high right now. We have not broken 100K, which I believe is a consensus situation that we will absolutely break 100K. I think we have sideways summer. Keep in mind that historically, the Bitcoin cycles, the gains do not happen until 12 to 18 months post-halving. So we are literally 3 months post-halving, not even. We're less than 90 days post-halving. So it's going to require a significant amount of patience. I'm very excited to see what the results are. But yeah, I mean, Fred Krueger, Nick was commenting on his tone. He alienates people with his tone, and it results in a lot of engagement on social media platforms. He's doing quite well on Twitter and on YouTube, actually. Moving on, Trump posted on Truth Social last night that Bitcoin mining, we already talked about this. Clemente, you're asking if I'm buying Bitcoin mining stocks. So there's this one stock called Iris Energy, IREN. That is the stock that Mike Alfred is on the board of. When I first bought it, it was at $4. I don't remember why, but I did liquidate the position like an idiot. And I rarely sell anything, but I did liquidate. I do not have any Iris Energy. My mom had it for a period of time, but I actually liquidated it in her account too. It ripped to $12 yesterday. Like ripped. Iris Energy has been an absolute cook. I don't know if it's a buy here. I have no idea, but you've probably heard me talk about Iris Energy via tweets, maybe, and via on this show for sure. If you bought it at $4 or $5 when I was talking about it, it's up to like $12 now. So I don't know. I can't buy Bitcoin mining stocks. They're volatile as hell. They're complex. They're hard to understand. However, Mike Alfred and others have been tweeting about the Bitcoin mining stocks essentially closing the performance gap that has existed between them and leveraged Bitcoin assets like MicroStrategy. So MicroStrategy, through the first leg of this cycle, has strongly outperformed both Bitcoin and mining stocks. The speculation is that now mining stocks will be the outperformers for the next leg of this cycle. And it looks like Iris Energy is pointing to that as a viable situation. Does anybody want to discuss this at all? We can move on. I'm assuming no one does. Yeah.
I mean, that was just, in fact, it was discussed for too long.
Got it. There you go. The FOMC is releasing their rate cut decision at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Consensus is that rates are expected to remain the same. The market will be staying tuned for Jerome Powell's language on the back of the CPI print that came in under estimates this morning. Any thoughts on the FOMC meeting today?
Well, very excited to see what happens.
CPI came in too high, technically, or too low. CPI came in too low comparatively to the estimates, which means that consumer spending's lower, which means that inflation is potentially harming the residents of the United States and the citizens of this beautiful country. And thus, we probably need rate cuts sooner than later. Everyone's anxiously waiting for what J Pow does here with like comments. Is he dovish or hawkish? If he's dovish, we should see a nice rally. It seems like the market is pricing in a 0% chance.
So what is dovish in this position? What would dovish mean?
His language.
Yeah. So
no, I
okay. But
what would
dovish? A type of bird, all white feathers, and with that, ultimately, it's a sign of peace, a sign of tranquility, really. And if he comes in
hawks
dovish,
kill babies. So that's
hawks kill babies, doves bring life. Yeah, there we go. It's a symbol of peace. That one's brown. I don't know why. But the main thing here is that if he comes in and says like, yeah, right now we're looking at something where the market inflation's not in control. We need the residents of the United States to be spending their money. We don't need a 4-in-1 body wash. But right now we just got Walter Bloomberg, the Twitter account, who's saying Fed swaps resume fully pricing in 25 BP rate cuts in 2024. So we went from 0 rate cuts this year to potentially 2 now, which if it does line up, probably 1 this summer, 1 this fall during election season, which would cause S&P and NASDAQ to rally to all-time highs.
So fantastic analysis, Easy. To answer Nick's question on dovish, I mean, to me, and it's an uninformed opinion, I would imagine that he would probably comment on inflation in a dovish way, like in a quasi, like, we're doing well with inflation, or inflation has slowed down more than expected, things like that. And then perhaps a dovish, like a positive comment on the CPI print this morning, but still, or even maybe signaling an actual rate cut where it's like, he says something like a rate cut in 2024 is, quote, not out of the question. You have to read his language in like a weird way because he's very cryptic. Yeah. Also, just want to throw this out there. European Central Bank had a rate cut. So it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Clemente?
Canada also cut rates as well.
I have a quick question. So macro, we want high unemployment rates and we want low inflation because that'll lead to rate cuts, correct?
We want countries to be absolutely devastated, correct, Clemente? So what you're looking for is a ruinous situation. You want people to be unemployed. You want them to be able to not afford a single thing. That's a bullish indicator for the overall stock market.
Milk at $12, eggs at $15, toilet paper at $72, and Nick's shirt's still $150.
There you go.
Clemente, let me share my screen. Okay.
Got it. Pulling it up.
All right, just a little contrarian take. Okay, rate cut, go down. Rate cut, go down. Rate cut. Woo!
Look at
And then-
that.
But then this guy is a contrarian macro strategist with 50 years on
Strategist.
Wall Street.
Strategist.
This guy, David Hunter, he was calling melt up in 2022, late 2022. He says we're about to go up only melt up mode through 2024, rest of the year. Like, you know, everything up only. And then he says in 2025, worldwide deflationary bust. So there's your two.
But what does that mean?
There's your bullish bearish take. I Googled deflationary bust. It doesn't seem that great. But he says the party's on for the rest of 2024. David Hunter. Look at that guy. Look at that guy in the fucking face.
This guy doesn't miss. Quant with glasses.
And he is demeaning in his Twitter
Quant with
comments.
glasses?
You think Kruger's cocky? Check out this guy's tweet.
This is PO in 30 years.
But he's not bald. So one thing. Wait, so Kicks,
Turkish hair transplant. Don't worry.
so Kicks, are you saying that you're fading him or you're rocking with him?
I faded him in 2022. Didn't work out well for me. I didn't really fade him, but like I didn't think like he was like literally. Remember like October, like it was like it was brutal out there. Remember Jim Cramer cried about meta stock. It was like right around this time, and David Hunter's like, we're about to rip to the moon, and we did from 2022. You bought anything in 2022, October 2022, you're up massive. So he's bullish. He says through the end of the year, we're going up, and then you want to be getting into cash positions maybe in 2025. And some people in our space have talked about it being a little bit of a quicker cycle, which that could line up with it. But yeah, generally, you know, the rates go down, we get a little crashy, but we'll see that it's a different environment with the amount of money out there, right? It's not the same. So
It's not the same, and it'll be an environment where rates are going lower, not higher. 2022, you were in an environment where rates were going higher at a historically fast pace. If you could send me that guy's Twitter, that'd be awesome. I'd love to follow him. Next story: Clemente wants to kill GME discussion.
Who cares about it? Roaring Kitties 2 weeks ago, dude. No one gives a shit.
Choose Rich Nick. What do you think, buddy?
$100.
About the future of GameStop stock?
Or just whether it's worth discussing Rory Kitty being back up on his call options with GameStop over 30. Citron, a historical short seller of GME, has announced that they're no longer shorting the stock.
Well, their reason was like valid. They said GameStop has $4 billion of cash on hand. Like, you don't short something with $4 billion. They can literally just they could go make an AI company if they wanted to. They have $4 billion cash. Like, that's absolutely ludicrous right now. And the thing is, if Roaring Kitty exercises these options, this thing sends, like just giga sends.
Well, Nick, any thoughts? I mean, we're discussing it, and I actually like this. This is good. Nick?
I mean, stock's looking great. We like the stock, dude.
Apes together strong. We like the stock.
No other commentary, Nick. Nothing.
I mean, geez, what's your commentary on it, PO? What do you have to say about the situation?
My commentary is that people put GME in the same box as crypto, the people that don't actually know crypto, which I think is very interesting. But
wait, what do you mean? Who does that?
Like, so I mentioned that that lawyer I was communicating with the other day, when he was asking me questions about crypto, just kind of chatting about crypto, then he proactively brought GameStop up. Fred Krueger also pointed out that there was a Bitcoin sell-off after the Roaring Kitty stream. And the way that Fred Krueger analyzed this, Fred Krueger being a PhD in math from Stanford, was that some people do put, quote, crypto, including Bitcoin, in the same box as GameStop. Because, dude, 99% of the world is not in on these things. They consider like Bitcoin a gamble, for example. So it's interesting to see the way that a meme stock like GME is associated with crypto as just like a risky gamble asset. So that part I think is interesting. I also think it's interesting that it's back up over $30. And so Roaring Kitty's call options are worth what? Like 300 million?
I don't agree with Fred Krueger's analysis of the Bitcoin price action being Roaring Kitty being the cause. I actually think meme coins are comparable. so that's where I do see it being similar. But like the Bitcoin price, I feel like it's less correlated to Roaring Kitty.
Obviously it's not correlated, right? But there's like a little bit of action that could come as a result of something like that, which was effectively a pretty like monumental-ish moment of, you know, like just the current cycle, monumental-ish, right? Just for a moment. And I'm talking about impact for like 2 or 3 days or something like that. And I think that there's an argument that can be made that that's the case. If like, what do we think is going to Roaring Kitty's things, his options expire when?
In like the next week?
June 21st is the date.
9 days. For next Friday.
It's pretty juicy, man.
Juicy.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think he exercises them.
Well, yeah. When?
That's a tough question, to be honest.
Easy. Why does it mean, why do you think everything sends after he exercises them?
The short sellers have to cover. So they have to buy the shares to basically give him shares. If he exercises it, that means that he's getting rid of the option contracts and taking the physical shares. Well, virtual shares, whatever it is. Taking these actual shares where the options are gone. Like now he just holds the shares themselves versus the right to buy shares. Options are the right to buy or sell shares at a set price. If he exercises it, that means that he can purchase those shares at that price. And now what happens is all these people who gave him or sold him those shares have to then backfill it. Most of them being exchanges who then have to go and purchase the shares.
Okay. They don't actually have to be settled that way. You can actually just settle the options contract itself. With a lot of the exchanges where that position happens is you literally just close the actual position with, like, you can sell the option. That said, there's not enough people that are going to buy the option at that point.
Which means if he exercises it, he gets the shares.
But a lot of the broker places will just settle it for you. It's a huge position for like E-Trade. That's probably why they were like, it's like basically like running up a huge position at a casino. At some point, they're like, yo, we can't take this bet.
Like, or it gets to a point where they KYC you. Like they take you into a back room to get your information if you make X amount of money instead of just paying you out the cash. Because there's a lot of people who won't go and do that. Like, yeah, there's some speculation on it. I'm like, the thing is, if he does exercise it versus settle the position, I think that we're going to see that short squeeze play out. And we're going to see GameStop go back to $60.
And then Kitty will be a billionaire almost?
No, well, he'll have hundreds of millions, but I think he just goes and closes the option position. I don't think he needs to like get the stock. Because it would actually require him buying the stock in that case. The whole point of options is that one contract gives you 100 shares that you're trading, but like it is the option to buy, but you would then need to put up all the capital to buy.
His account has exactly enough cash to execute the options. That's the thing. There's exactly enough cash sitting in that account to purchase the options at the price he has the option contract at.
He's so funny.
It's not going to happen.
Okay, so we have Easy saying that he will, Nick saying he won't. Kicks, what do you think?
I think he's going to crush this fucking trade.
He already crushed it. It was a good trade.
It's going to go more. He's going to be a billionaire off it. It's going to go. GameStop's going to go to $100.
Our quant bought a shit ton of GameStop today.
What?
Yeah, our quant messaged me before the show. He's like, "Yeah, I bought a shit ton of GameStop stock."
Is it better to buy GameStop or GME on Sol?
That's the other one. GME on Sol's up.
Depends where you got liquidity.
You got liquidity. You got 24-hour trading. And by the way, Signal was right. I was wrong. It's outperformed GameStop. She was right. I was wrong. There's also an example with Reddit where the Reddit meme coin outperformed Reddit stock. So it's actually like there's evidence here that this is going to keep happening.
Public? I didn't realize Reddit was public.
They IPO'd this year.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Nicky boy.
They're worth 10 billion.
The fact that GME on Sol has 7 million with a $140 million market cap is insane. The amount of liquidity in that thing.
Insane.
Just for comparison, like the Trump coin has about 7 million liquidity at like a $700 million market cap. So like this is like boom levels of liquidity.
Should we buy the GME on SOL meme coin right now?
I'm interested.
Yep. Well, because
Why?
his
GameStop's going to pump more.
yeah, because his options expire on the 21st of June, right?
9 days.
Calendar June 2024. There's no calendars easy to find on Windows anymore. It's kind of dumb. 21st Friday, so Friday expiration. Yeah.
There's no calendars on Windows.
Yeah, I don't know. I right click where there used to be a calendar, and it just says adjust date time.
I'm more curious in providing an LP for it, to be honest. 200% APY. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Greeny's saying breakout soon.
Should I do some? I can do some TA if we want.
Yeah, let's get the TA.
Okay.
Let's quickly get the TA, and then we're going to move on to Pudgies and Punks.
So this is very interesting here. What you want here is you're watching the Fibonacci channel right here of 0.05 here, the fibs. You want it to break out of the notch here. So actually, this is a very good buy right here. Watch. And what you're watching for is actually for it to break out of this level, which, so this is the upside here. You're looking at a 50% rip, actually. So this is a very good buy from what I'm seeing. But if you really want to get into the rhombus trade, you're watching for this level right there. Bingo bongo. That's what you want right here. So this channel here. If it breaks out of this, then we're going just right up here, which is a 3x from here.
Oh,
It's
a 3x.
Not a 3x. Your math is so interesting.
Totally fine. Totally fine. He's working on it. He's really trying hard. That's Seattle
a 50%
education.
gain was 20%, and then a 3x was a 50% gain.
Yeah. So the rhombus is really interesting. So this is the channel that you really wanted to break out of here. And actually, I'm gonna make it a little.
Can we get some of the Keltner channels up here?
Yeah, here we go. Hold on. Give me a second. And right here, check this out. And bingo was his name out.
Okay. Okay. Okay, this is pretty good. Can we add some Fibonacci lines to this as well?
Dude, I've been trying to figure this one out, but I literally don't know how to do it. This, like, you can draw multiple.
An Elliott
lines.
wave theory.
Yeah, what the hell is this, dog? Look at this. You
All
can,
right. This is a waste of time now. Where this is literally just, ladies and gentlemen, we're watching Clemente's fake technical analysis. So anyway, moving on.
You thought he was about to do real technical analysis?
It was just too long of a joke. Anyway, so Pudgy Penguins, an NFT project on Ethereum. I guess multi-chain in the little Pudgy form at this point. A new wallet loaded up $700,000 last night and swept 52 little Pudgies and 3 big Pudgies. So more bullishness on the little Pudgies than big Pudgies, I suppose. Little Pudgies up 10% to 0.95 Ethereum. Big Pudgies steady at 10.7 Ethereum. Luca has been teasing, Luca being the founder of Pudgy Penguins, has been teasing, quote, Pudgy summer for quite a while now. Clemente is asking if he's the only one with no Pudgy exposure. My assumption is yes. Out of this panel, I believe everybody else has Pudgy exposure, including frozen kicks. Nick, you're still holding your little Pudgies, correct?
Nick, so fun fact, Nick is the one with the highest cost per Pudgy Penguin, or per little Pudgy. He paid the most for it out of everyone in this group other than myself. Nick, you finally broke even again on little Pudgies. Fun fact.
Thank God.
They're at 0.95.
God.
Are you interested in selling this? What do you like about little Pudgies? Do you have any price predictions here for little Pudgies or where you would sell?
Dude, to the moon.
Okay. Pio, I think you said 100K for your big Pudgy you would start selling.
Yeah, I mean, look, the way I'm not really thinking about it in US dollar terms. I'm thinking about it basically just in
moon coins.
In where we're at in the cycle with regard to NFT overall interest and volume. And if there's anything that I know, it's that right now we ain't at the top of that. We're at the bottom.
When I trade Pudgies, I like to trade them in Chinese yuan. Sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face.
I mean, the interesting thing that I was like kind of looking at and think about NFTs in the 2021 cycle was that NFTs really performed like crazy well, like June, July, August. And if you look at that, like that was after ETH had kind of hit its first all-time high and then a big retracement, right? And then the second time it really popped off was like November through February. And that was also ETH re-hitting that same all-time high and then retracing again. So I think one of the problems may be that like people are thinking that NFTs should be going up with crypto going up when, historically NFTs perform the best, like when coins going down. So we may just be too early for the NFT season. Everyone's like NFTs are dead. It may just be in actuality that like NFTs pop off,
after wealth creation. There has to be real wealth creation.
Otherwise,
5 months
creation.
No, but for real, like if Solana's at $1,000 and all the people that have thousands of Solana are like, holy shit, I'm rich. Like I got $9 million in Solana now. Let me throw some Solana at one of these mad lads, or throw some of this Solana at one of these bodagos. That's like, I feel like that's what you have to get to. Totally agree with Kicks. We're not at the top of the NFT market. I'll tell you that. We're at a bottom. I don't know if we go lower. We probably do. I don't know, but I'm not selling NFTs here unless I give up on the thesis for why I bought it. So anyway,
what sort of bottom?
I'm not selling Pudgy Penguins here. Clemente wants to do choose your fighter here in the next 4 minutes before the merch drop. Pick your fighter for meme coins. Andrew Tate is backing a meme coin called Daddy and is calling for it to flip Iggy Azalea's mother. Mother is at 156 million. Wow. Mother is at 156. Daddy's at 155. Pick your fighter you're holding until Sunday. Well, Daddy is new and it's being associated with Andrew Tate, another influencer. I guess I'll pick that one. What do you guys think? Easy. What are you picking?
I'm going to go with Mother.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mother.
I'm picking Daddy here. Look, Daddy is kind of primed for a breakout here, and it's just gone up only. What I'm interested in is Andrew Tate is going to keep pumping this thing. I think, look, if we're going just by Sunday, I think this goes to 0 in the next 7 days, but in the
Mother goes to 0 or Daddy goes to 0?
Daddy. Oh shit. I'm sharing the wrong screen. Yeah. So look at this. I mean, come on now. I mean, this channel.
Do you think more people in this space have mommy issues or daddy issues?
Daddy issues.
Yes, because
and I can see
there are more men than women in this space, and I'm going to say men typically have daddy issues.
So you'd think then they'd buy Mother because they want to like feel that level of protection.
They want to go mama.
In the two, I'm going to go with just pure psychological take, and I'm going to stick with Mother.
Nick, what are they going to do?
They're going to go mama.
Mama, I want milk.
Yeah, they're gonna like suck the teat of.
I didn't say that. I was thinking more cow's milk, but.
Oh, excuse me. You said, "Mama, I want milk," and you weren't thinking about sucking.
He's thinking about sucking cow udders.
I'm just saying straight up, like Iggy basically had her boobs hanging out on the interview with Thread Guy. So I mean, obviously, like that thought crossed some guy's mind. I'm just saying, at least one guy in the audience definitely like considered that. At
considered
some point.
What?
I wasn't the person that thought that. I'm just expressing what the audience is thinking.
Considered what, Nick?
Sucking the teat
and saying,
"Mama."
Similar to the boys scene, Nick. I think is what you're talking about with Homelander. You know that scene. Anyways, nope, never mind.
What?
Keep going, please.
Drop
it 5 in 60 seconds, guys.
You're talking about a pornographic scene?
No, brother on brother.
No, Homelander
on
and the
boys on Amazon.
I'll pull up the scene. I'll send it to you guys.
So I'd like to give a quick update on something. On Gemini, I tweeted yesterday that they disabled the ability to withdraw money.
I thought it was Kraken.
No, Kraken does not just auto enable this feature.
Gotcha.
I would be using Kraken if that was the case.
Yeah.
So they were like, reach out to support and we'll solve it. This guy basically he said it takes 7 days to add it. Please note, for security purposes, it takes 7 days for the approved address feature to be disabled. So if you don't want that feature and you want to withdraw it to the address, you have no option. My money is locked up for 7 days. Like, what the hell is this? They just added it to my account. I cannot move money. They're not going to give me the interest for those 7 days that I could have earned. They're not going to give me, they're not going to realize all those trades that I would have made significant amounts of money on in that 7 day period.
And this is because you're banned from Coinbase, so you can't use anything else. You're stuck on Gemini.
Yeah, Kraken's not in New York. Coinbase, I'm blocked from.
Literally, dude, Robinhood has competitive prices to Coinbase.
Yeah, you can get on Robinhood. I'm banned from Airbnb, so I get getting banned from like the major company.
Robinhood
what?
doesn't have Solana, but it has like other
Someone just
majors.
bought a board. Is the board live now?
The board's live, right, Clemente?
Yes.
Can we
Go
see
to
it on
shop.bodagas.com.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, this is, if you're just listening or if you just tuned in, this is this board, the Last Pupper,
Wow, a lot of them sold, man.
inspired by the Last
11,
Supper.
12, 13.
Inspired by the Last Supper by, I believe, Michelangelo, right? Or is it Da Vinci?
14.
Michelangelo is the actual pronunciation of that. I believe he's an Italian man.
Michelangelo.
How does the order end up being $147? Where did they ship it to?
They bought more than one, probably. Anyway.
Fettuccine, Michelangelo.
Okay, all right. Enough saying words with a fake Italian accent.
No, keep going.
No.
Panini, Fruit Loops,
He's little.
cereal,
All right. Anyway, got a friggin' American guy saying a bunch of random American words with a fake Italian accent.
That was funny.
I heard Italian coffee
Captain
sucks.
Crunch.
No one. What are you doing with American cereals?
Dude, that's the most accurate Italian accent I've ever heard.
The Captain Crunch.
Wow.
German Nick. Can we get German?
Can we get German Nick? Actually, I do like German Nick.
To say what?
Say my shirt's too small.
I even forget how I was doing the German accent before.
It needs to be inspired.
So it's Pio, just a clarification, it was actually Da Vinci.
Mein Shirt too small.
Can we get
the shirt?
can we get a keep speaking in Chinese?
Nah, sorry.
Okay, guys, go check out the Last Supper. This is by Leonardo da Vinci.
Pupper.
The Last Pupper, inspiration by Leonardo da Vinci. Go check it out, shop.bodagas.com. We got a discount for Bodagas holders. You're not going to want to miss out. It's getting crazy up in here. We're almost running out of stocks. You're going to want to get there while this thing is still in
There's
stock.
13 left. So buy them while you can. Going to probably go in the next 20 minutes or so. The tweet just went out. Anyway, shout out to everybody that bought. Give us feedback on the checkout experience and all that. You can pay with crypto through Solana Pay, and apparently Solana Pay is never mind. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this publicly or what the deal is.
What do you mean?
Solana Pay is about to get better. I just don't like to announce things if other people are going to announce them and stuff like that. So there's going to be more function. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
There's only 7 left.
Whoa. Are we going to see a live sellout?
Let's fucking go. Well, guess what, everybody? There's another merch drop next week. And the goal is to do one item a week.
It's not always going to be skateboards though.
Next week, it is not a skateboard. Actually, next week, it is an item that has never been sold.
We're doing bodildos.
Bingo.
Am I wrong about that?
To be announced, actually.
Sorry, Pio was about to say something and I interrupted him and he seemed thrown off by the bodildo.
So we weren't supposed to announce the bodildo.
There's 5 left in stock. 5 boards left. Who's going to get them?
Go get them now. Pio, I have a question for you. As the shop, as the merch extraordinaire, are we going to be accepting Mother token on this site or no? Is that an integration?
I don't believe our bookkeepers would approve of the Mother token being held on the balance sheet.
Got it.
There's 4 decks left in stock. How many are there?
50.
Wow. That's crazy that we've sold that many. There's only 4 of these available. What do you expect people? Do you think they're going to eat dinner on these boards?
They might.
It's very clean.
It makes for a great dish.
Yeah.
What dish? Spaghetti, fettuccine. Panini.
Can I get cannoli?
Cannoli.
It actually makes sense because Chileans have European ancestry. So Clemente probably is an Italian Chilean.
I do have a little. I actually have Spanish blood. Yo hablo español. Yo dibujo a Pudgy.
No.
Can I get cappuccino?
In Spanish
Yes.
or in Italian?
Both.
So Spanish is cappuccino.
Hey, Pio, FYI, it only shows the total number that we had on hand at 40.
Back to the impressions, please, Nick. I can't hammer out logistics with you on the call, but I'll sync with you immediately after.
Cappuccino
on the
in
show.
Italian, please, Clemente.
Please, can I have a cappuccino?
There's 3 skate decks left.
Okay, there we go.
Can you buy skate decks in Blast Gold?
People are saying that Clemente is smoking Putin's parsley again, and I agree.
And no clarifying question. You cannot buy
There are
skate deck
2
and Blast
skate
Gold.
decks remaining.
2 skate decks remaining. Go check them out. The last Pupper skate deck at shop.bodogs.com.
Also, what you can get is if you haven't bought it, I think we still have some Wait, why did we get rid of the other ones?
The other
Another
ones?
logistics question.
The rolling tray?
No minutia, Nick.
No minutia.
No minutia.
No
No
minutia.
minutia.
No minutia.
I think we just.
No minutia.
No logistica.
Yo, you guys, if my mom watches this episode, she's gonna fucking hate all of you guys.
There's 1 skate deck left.
She's gonna hate all you guys except Nick because Nick's the only one
Nick,
that
can we
hasn't
get an
done a
Italian?
fake Italian accent.
Nick
Don't
kinda
do it, Nick.
instigated it.
My mom loves you, Nick. Don't do it. She said that she's becoming a bigger Nick fan because she's.
There's one skate deck
What
left.
is the skate deck?
But there's one of the problems that I'm running into here is that there's no more skate decks.
No more skate deck.
Is that an Italian accent?
That is Kix's impression of Italian accent.
I've
We've
seen
also heard
Laura.
one.
Can you convert it to Chinese and read it?
No, we're not doing that.
No,
We're not-
yeah, no, that one gets in trouble.
I got my finger on the remove button. We got Italian accents from Easy and Kix, which I would argue are more offensive than Clemente's. From both of them were more offensive. Clemente's was the funniest because of his commitment to the role with a manufactured stutter at the beginning. He was aggressive and throwing his body into the impression.
Well, I was
We got-
revving myself up. I was revving.
滑板已售罄，
Okay, all right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to everyone.
The skate decks are sold out.
滑板已售罄，滑板已售罄。
Wabai shoki. That's actually how you say it, though. I'm listening to the translation, it's playing in the audio.
It's just as Duolingo, like nothing out of the ordinary.
滑板已售
I don't believe there's any shot that my mom will proactively watch the show, and I am going to go ahead and not recommend it.
Wabai shoki. That's how you say the skate deck sold out.
Thank you,
That's
Nick.
good pronunciation.
That actually, I feel like that
Ben
would-
Wong, viewer.
Now
says it
say
does.
the
All right.
Chinese. Say the
Okay.
Chinese in an Italian accent.
we got Ben Wong approving of Nick's pronunciation of a Chinese phrase. That's not bad.
Wabai shoki.
Okay.
Wabashi
Hey, I feel like,
Shakina.
all right.
I think
No. Nick was giving it a
Oh,
college
that was
try.
crazy.
Kix is not
That was
okay.
crazy.
I'll take you off the show right now. I'll hit the remove button.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're done. Abro said Ben Wong is a white dude.
It's like some guy in like Nebraska.
He's like, yeah, that pronunciation was good.
Pronunciation was sick, dude.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it, dude. That sounded totally Chinese, dude. That sounded totally Chinese.
I think Kix did an Italian Chinese hybrid. There was, I think, what happened.
Yeah.
Clemente, give
Push
the
the
audience
boundaries.
Clemente, give the audience an Italian accent saying that you're going to eat rigatoni alla matriciana.
Mita, yo te voy a rigatoni, salamata, salamander.
Okay, all right. That was
Wait, you didn't even
This is
say what
like-
Theo gave you.
I didn't remember. I forgot it.
Dude just yelled salamander.
Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to every.
Hold on one second, Pio. I want to make one more announcement real quick. There are 4 of the
420 rolling trays.
the 420 rolling trays. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I have re-enabled it on the website. Nope, it didn't actually.
Yeah,
say
I think
that.
you have to add it to the sales channel is what you have to do, which is online store.
Yeah, I added
It's
it to
minutia.
online store. That's what I did.
Yeah, you guys just learned Shopify.
Did you make it active?
Yep.
Ben
it's
Wong
back.
is a white dude. That's terrible, Ben Wong. That's absolutely terrible.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's absolutely terrible, Mad Wong.
He gets
Yo,
invited
that-
to the Korean barbecue party.
He's more racist than I said the thing in actual Chinese.
You literally, as if you were in a class, just did your best to pronounce it, which is totally okay.
It wasn't even just my best. It was the best. It was the accurate way as a fluent Chinese person would actually
I can
say
see you ended up marrying a Chinese girl, Nick.
Whoa.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I don't know if that has to do with literally anything. Okay.
Not saying that that'd be bad. That'd be
Ways of
pretty
Wang.
cool.
Now we're talking.
Ways of Wang said he's full Asian. Is his comment? Can we get a
What
follow?
does that even mean?
100% Asian, not even like.
Ben Wong speaks Chinese. He's a white dude, but he speaks Chinese.
Ben
HUD.
Wong, get your shit out of here. I don't want to hear any more of Ben Wong. Goes, I'm a Chinese speaking white dude. Get out of here. I want to hear from Ways of Wang, who is full Asian, about whether Nick did a good job with that pronunciation.
Full Asian? What does that mean? It doesn't mean that you're necessarily Chinese.
Yeah, but he's
I think we got him. Ways of Wang is saying he's gonna fight Ben Wong.
I love it. Ben, yes, you're right. Ways of Wang. You're right. Ben Wong is really doing some.
You know what needs
bad stuff.
I know what needs to be done in order for that to work. Give me 2 seconds because after looking at the theme itself. So here, I'm going to add back to the homepage. There's 4 of these rolling trays. The problem is it was not in it needs to be in the homepage collection because someone switched the theme.
Fun fact about Wong:
Now it's there.
3% of
4 of
people
them
with
you
the
can
last
get.
name Wong are white.
You should have done that before we did the skate deck launch so people could bundle their shipping, but I guess we can actually just manually bundle those shipping orders if people do want to buy the rolling tray. Otherwise, we can keep the rolling tray in the store. And we have, I guess we can announce it here. We did an audit of our fulfillment center, and it actually turns out that there's like 21 or 22 back stock or dead stock, whatever you want to call it, of the original Choose Rich shirt, which is a very popular item. So we're going to go ahead and publish the 21 or 22 of the original Choose Rich shirt. I don't know what the size run is, but it's been audited and we have the accurate info. So that's going to go to the site and we'll get that rolling out. And then next week, there's a unique merch. We're trying to do a merch drop of a single item every week.
I think someone just got 2 of the rolling trays. So I think there may only be 2. Yeah, there's 2 left.
Hell yeah. Anyway, big shout out to, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we're experimenting with the different mechanics for these merch drops and trying to figure out what people like, what people don't like, what works, what doesn't work, what items are the most popular. So everything's an experiment. And so like, yeah, awesome to see a skate deck sell out today. That kicks ass. Skate deck made by our one of one artist, right? Which is a different artist than who did the 420 deck, for example. So hell yeah. Like, we're going to keep going and yeah, expect like some back stock, dead stock, whatever you want to call it, of the Choose Rich shirt that we found in an audit of the fulfillment center. And next week we're doing an edition size of 30. So the scarcest edition size that we've ever done of a brand new item. And we've never sold this item, but we have teased the item on Twitter before. So you've
Did
seen
you
it.
get me a rolling tray? Did I buy a rolling tray?
Probably.
I don't know if I have the rolling tray, dude. Those things
Buy one now, bud. 2 in stock.
Buy one now. You can take the magnetic lid, and if you don't want to use it functionally, you can put it on the fridge.
I thought I had it.
Interesting.
I don't know where it is.
What is 710? Is this an additional holiday?
Area code.
anywhere?
There's only one left. Maybe I'll buy the last one.
Let's go, Nick. Don't front. No, our quant Ray Cook is watching the show and he's saying to front run Nick's buy on the rolling tray. That's not cool. Nick tells me what
I think I'm in the cart right now, so I don't know if that'll.
Nick ends up telling me the stuff he wants after we make it, after we public sell it.
I want all of it.
Can we make those shirts?
Actually?
Nick? Your style of shirts as an item would actually be very interesting.
Yeah, probably.
eucalyptus Bodago shirt.
I love it with the shrinkage
Of course.
baked in.
I think someone else bought it. God damn it.
They'll sell it to you. I'll sell it to you for 2x, Nick. I have one.
Abro said he just bought it and he's going to list it on eBay for $4,000.
We can do an OTC, yeah, for the one I have, Nick, if you're interested.
Nick, do you actually want one of every item? Because that can be arranged.
Yes.
Noah wanted 2 of every, so one's not even asking for that much.
Easy expressed interest in an item that was published to the group chat yesterday.
Sorry, I'm deep over here providing liquidity on GME SOL.
Whoa.
Real deep. I have about $6,000 in it, netting me $540 a day.
Oh, well, the stock's tanking, so you're fucked.
Good. That's bullish because that means volume on the ticker. Unlike trading the ticker, I'm only here for fees.
That's a good point.
Dude, I really like that.
If I
Contrarian.
keep following,
Bouncing off that rhombus.
if I keep following Easy's trades, I'm gonna owe money to the market. Like
This one's not a trade. This is just
I lost literally all of my fucking meme coin gains on Easy's 2 trades here.
no. I gotta just start shotgun spreading them to you instead of just selective. So be prepared for about 36 tickers today.
Dude, I'm not even fucking with this anymore. When it gets to me seeing it, I usually do a lot better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, someone's got to be exit liquidity.
So ladies and gentlemen, this was a great episode of the show. It was great for me to be back. I haven't been on in like a week and a half. So this was awesome. Fantastic call sheet, by the way, by Clemente and Ray. Absolutely fantastic call sheet. I think the topics were broad enough that everybody would appreciate them. Big shout out to Nifty Island, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our streams with Nifty Island. Check out the platform, niftyisland.com/quests. There's a Play Ember quest going live tomorrow with additional MB NFT rewards that are available. That's got a 0.2 Ethereum floor. We love working with Nifty Island. They've been building this game for multiple years. They know what they're doing. They're crushing it. The game's sick. The game's fun to play. And they're modding and customizing the shit out of this thing. So absolutely love to see it. niftyisland.com/quest. Stay tuned for more content from us with Nifty Island. And big shout out to everybody that bought the last Pupper skate deck, sold out edition size of 50. Big shout out to everybody that bought. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.